For your uninterrupted broadcast.
All right, it is KNR for your uninterrupted broadcast. We're coming to you live from number 16 Smart Road in East London under Buffalo City Metropolitan Municipality, a city hard at work. This city, which is very, very hard at work, will be hosting the inaugural construction summit on the 26th of March 2024. And of course, who is organizing it? None other than Imbizo Events. And we have the pleasure of Mr. Moste Mfuleni in our studios, in rather virtually in Port Elizabeth.
Thanks, Taban, and thanks for having us to Radio According to You. It's great to be chatting to you.
We are going to have a construction summit up at Eastern Cape ICC, and it's the inaugural one. Can you tell us about it? How did it come about? A construction summit.
Tabana, thank you so much. I think Imbizo Events sifunde kakhulu kwi-experiences zethu of organizing events in the ICT space, and I think ICT Summit is going to its physical 18th year. In actual, it's 19th year. Other events, the existence of the company is over 20 years of event organizing, and we've seen how this has helped sector coordination and how it has assisted policy and a lot of SMMEs to benefit from the industry. I think one of the exciting things we've witnessed is the growth of the construction industry. And I think that it offers an opportunity when people annually meet to exchange ideas, to look at this growth, innovation, incubation and development for people in the construction sector, including the participation of the big boys of the sector.
What I want to know, who is expected to attend? I do understand the construction industry is very, very, very broad. Who are you targeting in the sector?
So in terms of the way we do our events, so we get the policymakers, because these are the people who, from a public sector or government point of view, they work with regulation of any industry. So we've got the public sector and we've got the MEC for public works. We're waiting for the confirmation of the MEC for roads and transport, where a lot of the roads construction work, bridges, etc., takes place. So that's at the policy level. Then at the entities of this, we've got the chairman of CIDB, a very important body in the construction sector, as well as we have IDT, a very important agency in the government construction projects rollout. What we've also done, we've invited strategic people such as people who are established entrepreneurs in this space to also participate in terms of giving best practice experiences around the lessons. So these are people who now come outside of the government space. For an example, Ms. Xoli Swatako. Ms. Xoli Swatako is a former board chairperson for NHBRC. She's been in the construction sector for many years, and outside of that, many of us know her to be the board chairperson for CEDA. I work with her in that board. And then when it gets into the local stakeholders, we've invited mostly all the organization that hosts or have members that are in construction to participate in the event, because you really want the industry players across the board, because remember, it's a provincial event. So we need to make sure whether abantu Alfred Nzo, or whether abantu base Christiani, or whether abantu base Etsikama and Sarah Batman, they are able not to miss on the key elements of this summit and the discussions that come out of it.
What tangibles do you want to see during and post this summit? xa sesiyigqibile asifuni ukuthi le nto ibingu-tick the box, but siyazibona izinto ezixoxiweyo zi-implementwa. If bekuthethwa nge-transformation engekhoyo ncam, siyibone ukubana zikhona izinto that are working towards complete transformation in this particular industry or sector.
You know, Keith, our lessons from conferencing elsewhere in the country was that if you are committed to an annual conference, you really look at seeing the results on year 3 and year 4, right? Because the first 2 years are your foundation phase years. And so the first big thing we would have achieved is that the conference sits and that it is inclusive of everybody in the Eastern Cape who is in the construction space. So that it's not a conference of people from BCM or people from Nelson Mandela, because these are the big hubs. You want to make sure it is an inclusive conference. That's one. The second point you want to achieve is to make sure that the relevant people participate in the discussions of the conference.